Morning, my friends. It is 5:51 on a Tuesday. I'm going to take you through my typical Tuesday morning for my corporate 9 to 5 job. I am talking quietly because one, I just did wake up, but two, I'm in my bathroom and I feel like noise transfer is really easy in these apartments. They're pretty soundproof here, except the bathroom. So it is 5 in the morning. I'm just going to take you through the steps. I go from this to however I'm going to be looking for work today. I don't typically do my hair. I typically just slick it back. I've been doing that for years. I don't know how to do hair, but I know how to curl it. Like, I don't know how to get it like with volume and texture and a hold. So I am going to curl it today though, because there is a happy hour for work today and I'm going to go. So the first step I do in my routine is this tongue scraper. I'm sure if you're on TikTok or whatever, or maybe you're just a very clean person for years, I love these. So at first I got the copper one because I think people were saying it's antibacterial and things like that, but I don't like the taste and it gets rusty or like just not good after a while. But this is great. So I'm gonna use this. The tongue scraper, I'm not going to show you because that's disgusting, but you will be amazed. It's one of those things like once you start doing it, you can't stop. But girl, who wants bad breath? Yeah, I highly recommend it. So I've been sleeping with one of these. I do feel like it helps out my hair. And I just kind of, I don't know, I feel like I like the tightness. That I feel like it helps me feel more secure when I go to bed. So actually, instead of scraping my tongue, I'm going to put this in my hair really quick so it has time to dry. I know I feel like I've been having lower energy in my videos, and I think it's because I pushed through vlogging at times when I wasn't feeling good or I was really tired, but I still am just forcing myself to naturally like make content. But this time, well, I'm tired and I can't be too loud, so I apologize. But by the end of the video, hopefully I could be a little louder. So I typically, when I get dressed up for work, I do wake up at about 5:30. I'm going to be using my face cleanser. I absolutely love this line. It's very bougie. I will make a standalone video. It's done wonders for my skin. I was waiting to do a year update. But yeah, it's transformed my skin and it's gotten rid of my acne scars, so that will be coming up. By the way, I forgot to mention that so you're supposed to go in an upward motion. I forgot to mention well, the reason I'm here is, or the idea that this came from, is because, you know, for the last 2 years I'm coming up on my 2-year anniversary for this corporate job, and I had trouble being consistent on YouTube, or even present at all, if I'm being honest. And I don't know, it just kind of came to me like, why don't I make content surrounding having a 9 to 5? Because I watch plenty of those kinds of TikToks. So I was like, why don't I make Get Ready With Me to go to work and stuff like that? So here we are. Just kind of rub this in until it's kind of all gone. I'm hungry today. Sometimes when I wake up early or for work, I'm usually not hungry till I get into the office, but today I am hungry. By the way, this shirt may be off-putting to some or surprising. Like, oh, I didn't know you like that kind of music. I didn't expect it. I must not know you well through YouTube. But people in my real life have said that to me my whole life. They're very surprised to learn that I like heavy metal. And I don't know, I just have for a lot of my life. My younger brothers enjoy heavy metal. I'm actually going to a festival. I'm gonna try to vlog, but I'm gonna also want to be in the moment. But my cameras have been not reliable lately, so I don't know if I should even take my cameras to Vegas with me. Okay, so now I'm putting on these. They're supposed to be headbands. I got them from Amazon, but they're way too small for my head. And so I usually will put this on, but I used a mask last night, so I don't care if this hair gets a little wet. It's fine. It'll dry by the time I need to curl it. But yeah, I want to look into getting one of those headbands that have a Velcro, because I feel like I'm scared that this is pulling on my hairline. So yeah, this little get ready with me will be like, probably for this first one, more of a get to know me and just chatting about random things. But I don't know, maybe it would be fun to like do these every week, and maybe you can listen to them while you get ready for your job. So obviously I don't want to say exactly where I work, but I will say it is an insurance job and I'm about to get promoted. So I've already gotten a raise and a promotion a couple of times, so this would be the third time in 2 years. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm almost out of toothpaste. I'm not like in love with any toothpaste. I just kind of get whatever is on sale. And my electric toothbrush, I've had this for a couple years now. Obviously I switched the brush head. But yeah, So typically I will use mouthwash after I brush my teeth, but since there's happy hour today after work, I'll wait till, I don't know, give myself an extra hour of fresh breath, if that makes sense. So next, I'm going to use my NuFace. So I typically use aloe vera to use my NuFace device, but today, since my face feels like kind of dry and I am putting on makeup, I'm gonna use this activator they sent. It's so expensive, so I just typically use aloe vera, but I'm gonna use this. So we'll just do a close-up of what my face looks like, and hopefully you guys can see a difference, because I know I can see a difference when I do it. So I don't know where I left off. This is obviously just off script. I've never written a script for my YouTube channel before. I think I was talking about work and how I'm about to be promoted for a third time, which is exciting, but also it's one of those jumps where you have way more responsibility, but the pay doesn't, I feel, equate to like what I was doing before. Because right now my job is like somewhat not easy, but it's not that stressful, and the next promotion is a lot of responsibility and the pay isn't even all that much more. I don't know, maybe I'm being a jerk, but $5,000 a year more doesn't sound like a lot for 5 times the work, just for a couple more dollars an hour, and it's literally 5 times what I would do now. So to me that doesn't really seem right. I think it definitely should be more of a jump, like 10,000. I'm not trying to sound ungrateful or anything like that. I'm very, very lucky to have this job. I'm pretty sure God probably had a lot to do with me getting this job, because I was struggling to get like a decent job after I graduated college. That could be a whole other video where I talk about the jobs I've had. I think that'll be fun to talk about in one of these Get Ready With Me's. Yeah, I was very lucky I got this job, and it's a really good job. And the managers aren't psycho. They don't micromanage you. But yeah, anyway, it's a good job. By the way, I kind of just briefly went over this. I know it's very off-putting with the masks. That's why for a long time I didn't listen to Slipknot, even though I like metal. Just because the masks, I don't know, they just didn't intrigue me. I like weird, but not maybe that weird. And but I knew a couple of their songs for years, for a long time, obviously, because I listen to metal. But yeah, I had 4 songs on rotation for like, I don't know, maybe 6 months or so. And then one day I was cleaning my apartment and I like play Slipknot, and I was like, oh my gosh, this band's really good. And I just fell in love after I really became obsessed, because System of a Down was my favorite band since I was like 16 or 17, and now it's Slipknot. So I'm obviously excited to see System of a Down, but I'm so obsessed with Corey Taylor, and obviously the music that I actually kind of forget that I'm gonna see Slipknot in Vegas also, or I'm gonna see System of a Down also. Okay, so here's the look. I feel like it did make a difference. I'm kind of distracted, but I do still see a difference. I'm gonna go grab the next device that I use typically every morning now. This isn't just special occasion or happy hour routine. I typically do this every morning now. Like, I wake up early so I could do this. But that's enough about my music taste. I got this at TJ Maxx. I wasn't really into it at first because I'm like, does this really work? But when I use this with a new face, like, I didn't start actually using this until I started using my new face. Like I said, you don't have to do this to feel confident. I don't know if you figure this out, but I'm not like a super confident person. But you can't be like a not confident person at the workplace. I mean, I don't know. It's important to feel confident, but not as, you know, obviously, like, this is like not true confidence. My true confidence comes from, you know, my faith and stuff. But work's going overall okay. I am practicing new responsibility. Like, I've been given bigger projects, like the position I'm about to be in, but I'm obviously still getting my normal pay. And so it's like kind of frustrating that I have to wait. But I think I should be getting my pay soon. They're always a little late to tell me I've officially been promoted, but then they'll like say, oh yeah, you'll be paid the new rate since last week or whatever. So I don't know if I'm doing the best job because I am distracted. I mean, I'm glad to be distracted. So I didn't wash off the aloe vera or anything. I'm gonna use this. I'm not very happy with it, but I figured I'd try it one more time. Oh my gosh. This thing. So last time I used this, it burnt my chin. This is only the second time I'm really honestly using it. It gave me a hickey on my chin. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. So this doesn't, I don't like it because it doesn't, this is how it gave me a hickey. So we're just gonna leave this on for a couple minutes. I didn't look like a witch mask. So typically after I wash my face, I use this. I typically put this on, this Too Faced, and also do a little bit this, that way it doesn't sting my lips. But I do like pumping up my lips for work also. So I'm just gonna leave this on for one more minute. And hello my friends. So about 10 minutes has passed. All I did was curl my hair, and I'm just trying to let it have some volume. Oh, I don't know if I curled it a little. Like I said, I'm not good with hair, so this is obviously needing to be fixed, but I'm gonna let it like chill for a little bit. My hair never has trouble holding a curl, but I'm gonna wait till I fix it at the end. So all I did was put on this to kind of help as a moisturizer, eyeshadow, primer, and oh, I forgot to do this e.l.f. grip primer. This is actually really nice. I tried the e.l.f. puff putty or whatever it was a few years ago, and it's absolutely terrible. It smeared my face all over, the worst primer, but this is actually good. So I keep my makeup in 2 little plastic containers. I keep it outside of the bathroom. These beauty blenders from Amazon, I'll link them down below. These Amazon beauty blenders are incredible dupes, and so are these little, I'm sure if you're on beauty TikTok, the ones these influencers are recommending are amazing. And I don't know if it's like more of a millennial thing, but when I was like in college and super into makeup, dupes weren't really that great. I feel like usually you get what you pay for, but I'm so impressed. I think these are better than the original beauty blender, and I would never say something like that, because if I say something and it doesn't work for you, like, how would you ever trust me again? Like, I would be annoyed. Like, this Real Techniques, it's not good. Not comparable to the beauty blender. And it would drive me crazy when these influencers would be like, oh, it's just like the real, and then it's not. So I don't know, like, I'm more open to seeing if these dupes are really great, like these influencers say. These 2 are so worth your money. I'll never go back. Oh, I got brown on honestly. I've had it for a while. I know they say makeup expires, but let's be real. Who wants to spend 50 bucks on something that you can never like actually use up? This is darker, but oh well. We're going to work, not the Oscars. But my eyeshadows are so old that I have to use multiple eyeshadows to get this. Like I had to use this one for my main eye color. So I think we were talking about confidence, and I don't know, like I don't want to say it's a man-led world because I'm on the service team. I'm not on the sales team, but I obviously work with the sales people, and it is mostly men that are sales guys. There's a couple of women that sell insurance also. To be honest, I feel like the women intimidate me a little bit more just because they are impressive and very smart. But I feel like I'm just way too hard on myself. Like often when something is complicated and I feel like I'm not smart enough, I'm dumb, my supervisor or whoever will look at it and be like, oh yeah, no, this is weird, no wonder you're confused. I'm way too hard on myself. So this mascara, I got it on sale when it was on sale around Black Friday, I believe, and it is way too thick. It looks a little bit better today, but like it's too much. Not doing too much today. I feel like this mascara also, like I always have residue underneath my eye every day by the time work is over. So I would not repurchase this mascara. So while I was gone curling my hair and priming my face, so I don't do eyeliner. I haven't done eyeliner in a really long time. I don't know. Maybe I should start looking into it. I need to buy one. I was 6:43 and I usually like to be like on my way out at 7, so I have like 17 minutes. So while I was gone, I was listening to Jimmy Kimmel's monologue. I typically watch Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, Seth Meyers. I probably don't watch all of Seth Meyers' monologues. I maybe watch like a couple a week, maybe 3. I think Stephen Colbert is my favorite just because I feel like he's such a comfort watch. And I don't know if it's because he's a Lord of the Rings freak like me. I think I'm going to spray a little bit of this on my sponge. Or I first started watching his monologue when I worked at a gym in Northeast Portland in 2019, and it was one of like the hardest time of my life. It probably was the hardest time of my life, and I would watch it because like what else would be posted on YouTube? Because my shift started at 4:45 and I would open the gym by myself in this really sketchy area in Northeast Portland. And I would watch the monologue as I was like turning on the lights and setting things up to open. So it just kind of became routine that I would watch the monologue in like the 15 minutes I had to open the gym. And I don't know, maybe he seems the most humble. Like I really liked The Daily Show, especially when Trevor Noah was on it, but I don't know why I wouldn't watch it. Because I think he has like a great show, but for some reason it's like maybe he made me feel or think about what he was talking about a lot, and I think I wasn't emotionally like prepared to like really think about hard things. Yeah, I think there is more of an undertone of like serious stuff on that show, and because usually I'll watch it at night before I go to bed. It's like the last thing I always watch. So when these shows are on breaks like in the summer and stuff, I am not myself, and especially when The View goes on break during the summers, I'm not myself. Like I miss the routine. I don't believe Jimmy Kimmel ever goes away fully. I think maybe for a couple weeks, but he has celebrities do it, which is nice. I watch clips of The Daily Show now. I think having different hosts every week like helps keep my interest, like my attention. I thought about seeing Trevor Noah in a comedy show a few years ago. This is like before COVID, but I didn't end up making it. I was broke at the time anyway, and I wasn't really familiar with the actual city. I was living in a suburb. Well, I still live in a suburb of Portland, but I wasn't familiar with like the city. I'm not too familiar with the west side, which is like the main part of downtown. but I work on the west side, so like where the Moda Center is. And one perk about having this job is that I pay for parking and I can use that parking garage anytime, which means I basically have free parking anytime I go to the Moda, and that happens often. You guys saw I was at a Blazer game, really it's a Spurs game for me, and I've gone to like a few comedy shows. Last year I saw, well, a couple years ago I saw Dave Chappelle. I think he's funny. Would I have dropped that money if it was just for me? Probably not, because his tickets aren't cheap. But my boyfriend, at the time, really liked Dave Chappelle. And so it was for his birthday. And I was like, I kind of want to go too. So I bought them. They were nosebleeds and they were still really expensive. And then I saw Kevin Hart, who to this day I think is the funniest comedian I've seen in person. Saw Gabriel Iglesias. I saw Bill Burr the other day and I did not have fun, let's just say that. Not my type of comedy. I did not buy the tickets for those. I was trying to be a sport for my friend and going. Speaking of friends, it reminds me, I wanted to talk about kind of my transition into living alone. It was amazing the first couple of weeks, and it still is great. I still am 100% confident in my decision, still 100% proud of myself that I can afford to live alone and this and that. But I guess I am kind of surprised about how quickly I have become bored, I guess. Like, I know I need to focus on YouTube, and that keeps me busy. It's like my hobby besides working out. I'm surprised of how kind of lonely I already am, and I guess it has been a month. So I guess that makes sense that like the newness of living alone and kind of reality sinking in that I don't talk to people like all weekend. Like sometimes, like on this last Sunday, so a couple days ago when I went and took Pilates, I didn't even say hi to the person because they didn't say hi to me. So like, I'm not saying like, I'm just saying like they didn't greet me. That's totally fine. What I'm just trying to say is like, I didn't say a word, and that instructor usually is really good about asking how you're feeling that day, and that day she just missed me, you know, it just happens. So I didn't say a word during Pilates either. So like, I did not speak to anyone really all day on Sunday. But you know, I shouldn't stress out too much. I was telling myself this yesterday, like, okay, so I used to play Xbox with my siblings and one of my friends, but the Xbox was obviously my roommate's. So I haven't had an Xbox in a month, and I've been playing my Switch, which is fun. But I do miss playing Overwatch because obviously I have a mic and I'm able to talk to them about things, and it's like being with friends. So I'm trying to tell myself. So my brother sold me he has 2 Xboxes. So he sold me the other one, but he lost the power cord. So I'm not able to play yet. So I'm trying to tell myself like, yeah, you feel a little lonely because you're not getting your typical weekly, but sometimes daily, like social interaction. Like obviously it's way more fun to have friends in person, to go get food with, go get margaritas with, you know, work out with, or just watch a show, watch some trash reality TV with. But I don't have that. I'm a very shy person. You may be thinking, girl, you've been talking all this video. It's different when you're talking to a camera. This camera is so hot, and it's back down to 2 bars again. If you get annoyed by YouTubers being like, my camera battery's dead, these camera batteries suck. Like, how can we put people into outer space and do all this crazy shit, but we can't get a decent battery? I think this is looking good. I think I might just put a little more of the main eye color shadow. Put on one final, well, spray some of this, and I think we're good. So maybe to save space, so we make sure you can see my outfit before I go, which is like the most basic thing. I dress like a social worker, and that's not shade. I wanted to be a social worker. That's why what I went to school for. I guess it makes sense because I just wear like a cardigan. I hope I'm not offending anyone when I say that. I wanted to be a social worker, and my I had a friend that was a social worker, and yes, they all wear a lot of cardigans according to them. So my allergies haven't been too terrible this year. It's about on par with like how much honey I had. I'm gonna do my first layer of this. Like, it looks frizzy, and it doesn't usually look frizzy. Does this look okay? So like I said, typically I'll listen to YouTube videos while I get ready. I'll listen to the monologues if I didn't listen to them the night before, but typically I'll listen to it the night before. I'm gonna take off because my battery's down to 1%, and I want you guys to see the full final look. So I'm just gonna go get dressed, and then we're gonna head out the door. I'm in a hurry. I don't have a full-length mirror. These are just blue pants from Old Navy. It's 7:07, so I'm not gonna be late. And my job, they're not crazy. A lot of people, don't get me wrong, I mean, most people are salary anyway, but the thing I'm saying is I'm gonna be in a lot of traffic, but that just gives me more time to rock out to my music. So typically I wear a sweater, but since it's actually 70 degrees out today, I'm not gonna wear one, and it's gonna feel nice being out in the cold. Like, I feel like it seals my makeup, or like helps me relax, because it gets hot in my apartment because I'm on the 3rd floor, and just, you know, putting on makeup, and like I just feel sweaty, so it always feels nice to be out in the cold. But I just want to show you, this is what I look like. I can't show you my full backpack because it has a company name on it, but anyway, thank you so much for being here. Hope you enjoy this little chit chat. Get ready with me for my corporate job, how I go from scary monster to corporate girly. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great one. I upload every Sunday, so hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye.